It's day 8 of the Ghomeshi trial, what is probably going to be the last day, and we're hearing the closing submissions. This morning we've already heard from the Crown's side. They were able to kind of refocus the judge on what are the core issues of this case. We've heard, many inconsistencies surrounding the peripheral details of these allegations, but again, they happened, 13 years ago in 2002 and 2003. So the Crown is really trying to offer an explanation of why these victims might have forgotten some of these periphery details. But what they said was that what never changed was the core of their allegations, which is that Ghomeshi sexually assaulted them. So we heard, the first witness says that he pulled her hair and then pulled her hair again at his apartment and punched her in the head. The second witness, Lucy D. Couture, who can be named, she alleges that he choked her and he slapped her 3 times in his home. And the last witness, she alleges that in a Toronto park, Ghomeshi put his hands on her neck and squeezed and also put his hand over her mouth. So the Crown is really asking the judge to focus on these key elements. They went through some of the inconsistencies that the defense had brought up, but again, they just asked the judge to be understanding. They referenced some case law that supports the idea that a victim could forget some details many years after the fact. There were some changing statements, but the Crown offered the explanation that these witnesses were not purposefully withholding information. They just forgot, or they did not realize the importance of some of what they call post-assault contact. Some of the emails or letters they sent after the fact, or subsequent dates they went on with Ghomeshi. They reference case law that suggests that this is actually quite common for sexual assault victims. But after this short break, we are going to hear from the defense side. And of course, Marie Henein is going to try and bring the judge on the other side to say that these witnesses are not reliable. So we've got a packed courtroom, many people lined up, even in this freezing weather. There were people out here at 7 a.m. and they're mainly here to hear Henein. Even members of the public, people who are not lawyers, are just fascinated by her ability to give an argument. So everyone's really fascinated. At the end of the day, it's going to be up to the judge to decide whether he sides with the Crown or the defense. Is there reasonable doubt? It will be up to him.